today's look is going to be this Vampy Plum smoky eye, super dramatic, super fun, and I think it's just great for winter and going out in cold weather. I think it looks quite sexy, yeah. If you do like what you see and you want to see how I achieved this eye look, keep watching. Let's get straight into it. So I already have my foundation and my brows done, and I've also got MAC's Soft Ochre Paint Pot on my eyes. And surprise, surprise, I'm going to go in with Too Faced's Salted Caramel. And I'm just taking this on a really big fluffy brush and putting that in the crease. Once I've done that, I'm just going to take a smaller blending brush and I'm going to go in with Semi Sweet. And I'm just focusing this on the outer V. I'm going back in with a big fluffy brush and just making sure that that blends out properly. I have to look up what these colours are called because I lost my thing. Help me Google, what is it called? Cherry Cordial. There you go. So now I'm going to be taking Cherry Cordial on a small fluffy brush as well, and again just focusing that on the crease. And don't take it too far in, but just on the outer V. You want this to kind of start darker and then gradually fade out into your inner corner. As there's less and less product on your brush, you want to just keep sweeping it this way. And then again, once you've done all these steps, you just want to go back in and blend. So I've just gone in with a little bit of Drift by Colourpop. Just trying to make the shade stand out a little bit more. Again, taking the big fluffy brush and making sure that blends out. So what I'm going to do is just go back in with the Cherry Cordial and try and make this colour stand out a little bit more. If I can open this thing, I'm going to go in with the shade Black Gold by Bobbi Brown and just really lightly dust that over the outer V. So far it's looking a little bit messy, so what we're going to do is go in with MAC Pigment Naked. I'm just grabbing the MAC 233 brush and just lightly dipping it into the pigment and pressing it onto the lid. Will just help it transition. If it's looking a little bit dark under here, don't worry too much about that because we're going to go in later and clean that up. Now with this same brush, I'm going to take MAC's Nylon and I'm just going to pop that straight onto the middle of the lid. So it's just going to highlight that area and give it a little bit of pop. Also going to use this on my brow bone. Now just going back in with the smaller fluffy brush, I'm just going to bring back any of the colour that we may have lost using the pigment. I like to blow it out quite a lot past my eye itself. So let me just grab. So as you can see, my eye stops here, but I've continued it on. That is because I do have hooded eyes, so I want to create the illusion of a larger eye and a more open eye. Since it's me we're talking about, I have to add a wing just because, you know, I love my wings. So to do this, I'm going to cheat a little bit and use some tape. I recommend using a tape that's not too sticky. You don't want it to like hurt yourself, you know. What I like to do to make sure that I get the perfect angle, I first line it up with my bottom lashes. Make sure to go under, not over, or you'll rip them out. And then make sure it goes up towards where my brow would meet. So then it's the perfect angle to suit your face shape. And then you kind of just want to assess if they are indeed on the same angle. If not, you may look a bit crazy. For the wing, I'm going to be using MAC's Black Ground Paint Pot. And I'm going to be using this on an angled brush. And you want to make sure that this is really clean so the bristles will maneuver the way you want them to. And then you get the perfect line. So what I like to do is basically just, I try not to shut my eye, because do you see what happens to your skin when you shut your eye? And then when you open it again, it's not going to be where you want it. So try and keep your eyes open. This way as well, if you have hooded eyes like me, when the hooded part of your eye comes down, you know where your eyeliner will still be. Whereas if I shut my eye and I just went like that, and then relaxed, it could be covering all the work that I just did. And if you have hooded eyes, you know how frustrating that is. So I like to keep my eye open as much as I can and just simply draw a line. And because we have the tape there, you really don't have to worry too much about precision and all that. Again, because I have hooded eyes, I don't want to make it too thick in here, because then it will just look like black the whole way around my eye. As it gets further into the inner corner, I like to just make sure that it gets thinner and thinner and thinner. And then you just want to take the tape off, and you should be left with a pretty fierce line that match. If for whatever reason you are not happy with the way that they've come out, I suggest just taking like any kind of makeup wipe that you would have, folding it, and then you can just clean it up like that. She's getting so big. Of course, another way that you can clean this up is with concealer. So now we're just going to go in with concealer and clean up all this area. I'm going to use my NARS Vanilla Creamy Concealer and basically just do this. And just take a damp beauty blender or your fingers or whatever you feel comfortable with and just blend it out. Now that that's done, I'm just going to go in and do the lower lash line. I'm going to take this brush. I think I'm just going to go in with the Cherry Cordial again. And I'm just going to press it under my lash line. I'm going back in with the Black Ground by MAC and popping that into the waterline. Now you just want to go in with some mascara. I'm gonna go back in with Max Nylon and I'm just gonna brighten up my inner corner a little more. Lashes can be definitely like make or break, so you definitely want to pick a lash that's going to suit the look that you went for. So because we've got quite a dramatic wing going on, I want to choose something that's got more volume and length towards the end of my eye. I've decided to go with the XO Beauty Prima Donna lashes because, as you can see, they're thick here at the outer corner and then they sort of taper in gradually towards the inner corner. Once your lashes are on, that's the finished eye look. I decided to pair this with a plum lip, but you can totally go for a nude if you're not comfortable with a bold lip and a bold eye. I just really love this look. I think it's super vampy and great for winter, going out and things. I hope that you learned something and that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did enjoy this tutorial, please give me a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I will be leaving all the products that I used today in the description and all my social media so we can chat. Have a great day, guys. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.